when you feel ahead, where I can only assume Alberto feels like. Welcome back to YCS Rimini 2017. We are here in the top 8. Did you do 8?
I did
Top
8. I did 8.
Top 8.
I did 8.
I only saw this. I was like, whoa, that's 10.
8.
Okay.
That's 8.
We're in the top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at the stats tool and see exactly who is left in the top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
There they go.
And there is the top 8.
Greece showing off strong. Still 2 competitors there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually really
That's really good.
the best conversion rate.
3
ever.
Italian players
Yeah.
and 3 German players.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though Lorenzo Roma is more of a German than an Italian, so he's kind of for 2, but he is proud of his origins, so let's make it 3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always says he wants to be under the
Yeah,
Italian
I
flag.
know. But he lives in Germany and he speaks mainly German. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
proud of his origins.
He's living in Germany. He
Speaks German. He's German,
Uh,
but he's Italian.
Okay, so let's quickly look at the top 32. Here's where we were
Yeah.
kind of
Just
just
couple
after
rounds
Swiss,
Mm-hmm.
with a few rounds to go. And here we are in the top 8, where we are 7 Zoodiac and 1 True Draco.
Yeah, the true Draco is actually Joshua.
Yeah, so that's the challenge.
Yeah, as long as Matteo stays away from him, then he's going to
Yeah,
win.
he's successful, exactly. So,
Yeah, just to reconfirm that, that is 3, 3, and 2.
mhm.
Yeah, so all of the UK players got knocked out in one round, I think. I think it was like
Yeah.
the top 16 or top
Yeah, top
32.
16. There was
Top
3
16.
UK players still left.
Yeah, and just
They were
got
all knocked out.
all gone at once.
Yeah.
It's the call of the beach.
Yeah, yeah. what a shame for the UK players. But,
Yeah.
but not only UK
well.
players got knocked out of the tournament. So, yeah.
So, I think we should go to our feature match in a second,
Yep.
which is Matteo versus Sören, which is Zoodiac versus Zoodiac. Let's head over to the table and get started.
Okay, here we are.
Rolling the dice.
Yeah, they're both playing pretty similar deck lists with both Ash Blossom and Ghost Ogre in their decks. I know actually personally Matteo because he's from my locals, so I sometimes see it. And I was telling Luke and Rob he recently, like super recently, got involved in a car accident, so he wasn't even sure if he would make it here. But yeah, he's here and he's in top 8, so
Yeah.
what an achievement already.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Okay, the end looks pretty nice too. I think it's Barrage, Tanky, and Ash already, so that's pretty good.
I can see the Soren's hand. He's got Whipped Tail Rapier combo, Blind Destruction.
Blind Destruction mained. Wow.
Yeah,
He's
I think
actually
that's meant to be Blind Obliteration.
yeah, Blind Obliteration, but yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Unless it is blind destruction.
No, I'm pretty sure. I saw him rolling 2 dices in this top 16 matchup. He's playing 1 copy of it.
Yeah, it's it's because the person putting in the deck doesn't speak German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Blind Obliteration, but yeah. What it does is essentially you get to roll 2 dices, and then you destroy the monsters on the field like with lower level than the result you get, and you also destroys ranks. It doesn't matter if they are levels or ranks. So it's a pretty good tool against Zoodiac, but of course it's kind of risky because you might just get unlucky and not make it to 4. But okay, so
Very unlikely though, wouldn't it?
yeah, it's quite unlikely. So Ghost Ogre actually stops him, and yeah, Matteo end is pretty good. He has a lot of tools now.
What's the drawback to blind obliteration? Anything?
Well, if you miss it, so you can still roll. I think, is it like equal or less, or is it just
It's
less?
exclusively less.
So yeah, you can roll up to 4, and that sucks against Zoodiac, of course.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll probably see it this turn, actually.
You don't like lose life points or anything like that.
No.
You just
No,
lose the-
you just
lose
waste the
card.
card completely. So that's why I know. I mean, Temis, who is also in top 8, is also using it in this side deck. And I mean, it worked out for 2 of these players. If it resolves, it's actually quite good because it's a quick effect torrential tribute, essentially. And yeah. Let's see. Okay, sends Ram. Makes sense with the barrage he has in hand. We're gonna have and see, like, it's all based on the blind. Let's see.
I've overlaid it into a hammer Kong.
You can wait for a while now. No need to rush it.
Kong detach a rapier.
Yeah, we're gonna see pretty basic double Dryden combo here.
Yep.
Yeah, only one because he's going second, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, it all matters when the blind trap is gonna be used. So let's see. He probably has to do it now because you don't want Ram to be on the field. It doesn't, so okay.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, if he waits for a while, it makes sense. But I think I would have just used it there. Okay, no, just taking his time. I guess he doesn't have much, so he's gonna get
right to the end.
yeah, he's gonna get rewarded because Matteo has barrage. So if he decides to use it now, that will make sense. But I think he is. Yeah, so Sören gets rewarded by that. Because Matteo is probably searching for draws. He will get a Terrorblade now and discards one of the Whiptails in his hand. And here, it will be... If he rolls a decent number, that would be actually amazing.
Let's see what he rolls when he plays it.
Okay, he discards Whiptail.
Do you just go for it now?
Yeah, you have to go for it now.
Some serious Joey
Like
Wheeler
actually,
action
no,
going on.
you can wait now if he wants to make like Tiger Mortar on the Jaganine. So you can wait a little longer, but you can just use it now. Like no need to be that greedy. But the line of play here would be Tiger Mortar for Jaganine and bring back Ram. So you can technically wait for the Tiger Mortar. Let's see.
Yeah. Hold.
Yeah, he does hold for the Tiger Mortar.
Hold.
And should
There
use
it
it
is.
here. He does not.
He's waiting until he's used Tiger Mortar's effect. I think
mean-
now he's going to use it.
He's not using it. Wow, that's surprising.
I think he just wants to give it the maximum effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is now
Now Ram is back.
Ram is back, so you don't get the maximum effect out of it. So I'm really surprised by that. Also, it's possible that he goes for a Mrs. Radiant, yeah? And that works even worse.
Yeah, because obviously it doesn't have any levels or
it's
ranks.
weird that he decided to use it with Ram, but yeah, if he's going for like the Gusto Emerald now, he can just use it. And Obliteration doesn't work against the Mrs. Radiant because he has no level.
Yeah.
So I'm quite, I mean, I don't know. Are we sure he has the face down? I'm starting to doubt it, that's why.
He says that it's on the table.
Yeah, because...
Unless he's actually playing
Unless
Blind
it's
Destruction.
actually Blind
Yeah,
Destruction.
exactly.
I
that,
mean,
like,
do you have the German name for it? No.
he's flipping it. Okay, it is that one.
It is Blind Obliteration. Okay.
But I really don't understand how he waited so long. Let's see. 6. Okay, that's good. But still, he could have got more out of it. And he's also lucky that Matteo decided to use, like, leave this field without any Zoodiacs, which is quite weird on his own. But I mean, overall, he gets rewarded. The strategy works, and now Matteo is in trouble because he doesn't have any Dryden on the field, any trap at all. He only has Zoodiac combo, which is quite useless at the moment.
Yeah.
Sören picks up a Ghost Ogre. He's gonna be quite good next turn on the barrage. and he's now able to capitalize on it. He can just make a big zoo, banish the missus, destroy the barrage, and he's in a great spot. Let's see what he decides to do. Because he still has the Rat Piers in grave and Ram from the past turn, so he can actually go off quite a bit.
Set card there is a Zoodiac combo.
Gonna get back Ram. Thinking on the position. Defense. Can make Tiger Mortar, Broad Bull, and so on. Gets another Rapier as well. Let's see what he wants to do. Yeah, if Matteo loses, Blind Obliteration is a brutal way to lose a game. Like, all those dice cards are really annoying. I remember sometimes with back in 2011, the Italian National Championship was won by a Snipe Hunter roll in the finals.
I was just about to say Snipe Hunter.
Yeah. It was literally on that. It was fabled against the Gladiator Beast, and that won the game.
Yeah, I remember actually my locals years and years and years ago. I was playing Perfect Circle.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Perfect Circle?
Yeah.
And yeah, I opened pretty good, malicious into a Thestalos, and he just goes, drop Snipe Hunter, take out all of your back rows plus the Thestalos, like for all 5 of his cards.
Wow.
And I was just like, really? And then yeah, just attacked me with Snipe Hunter repeatedly for the next like 4 turns, and I was just like, what? Like, what's going on?
What's going on? Yeah.
And obviously I didn't draw Monarch.
Yeah, and let's not talk about Sixth Sense also. That brings back terrible memories from YCS London and Turin.
I remember Nationals 2014 UK. 2014? No, it was before that. It's basically just before I started working in OP. It was like it's one of the written coverage jobs I was doing.
Okay.
And I was doing the finals, and it was Ben Sherman versus Tom Payne. Okay.
That was 2014.
12?
No, 14.
2014.
Yeah.
Right.
2014. Mermill versus Infinity.
Yeah, that's right. And Tom Payne decided that he was going to showboat a little bit because it was in a feature and it was the final. So he played Crazy Box.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And in game 2, he played Crazy Box. Well, no, it was game 1, he played Crazy Box, rolled, and then discarded his hand. And in game 2, he played Crazy Box again, and then rolled, and then halved his life points.
Yeah. Well, he had nothing, though. That was his only option, was a single Exceed. He was playing Infinity. So, yeah, he just...
And then
I remember
Merrill
that
just
match.
kicked off.
Yeah, Ben Sherman drew... Like, you know, that hand that you always get in like round 2 or 3, and you're just like, why do I not get this in the top cut? That is exactly the hand that he drew in the finals. It was amazing. The best Mermail hand ever.
Okay, Missus is gone. And we're definitely gonna see Barrage go as well in Memphis 2 or still battle phase, whatever. They both fold Regeki. We've seen a lot of Regekis. Wow.
Yeah. Just think, at one point, Regeki was at 3.
I remember that.
I mean, it's currently almost at 3. I mean, we have 2 Dark Holes in Regeki, so...
But none of your monsters ever got destroyed.
I know.
It's so good.
Harpy's Feather Duster.
I played last.
Rakaki Harpy's Feather Duster attack.
I played the past weekend with RP Feather Duster in Japan at the locals. They still have it. And I was actually playing against a girl who was playing True Draco RPs. And I was like, what's going on when she used like magical hat? But in the end phase with the RP continuous,
Hysteric sign.
you can get the RP Feather Duster with it.
Yeah.
So I was like completely blown out by that. I was like, sure, yeah, you can get your RPs. Then she grabs the RP Feather Duster. I'm like, oh, okay. -5, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then she played Duster on you.
Yeah, on 5 Beckers. So
How long did you?
Ouch.
How long did you cry for? 5, 10 minutes.
I won the game. So
Oh, you did.
I was left with only one Zafion on the field, and I managed to win the game, like drawing 3 Zafions back to back. It was quite unbelievable, but somehow managed.
Well,
But yeah, it was.
17-0 Marcello Barberi. That's
Third
who
place
managed
World
it.
Championships.
Yeah. Did you like tell her afterwards, like,
Huh?
you know?
I'm the current
No,
European champion.
she knew. I mean, it was after the World Championship, so she told me she watched the stream.
I bet there was quite a few players who wanted to play you.
Yeah, we had a fun time. They were really kind with us. They give us some presents, make pictures and stuff. They really kind shop. I mean, Japanese people are really kind in general. Okay, so he gets back Trident, but he doesn't have any whiptail or like material for it. So Matteo can try, but he's gonna get stopped by the Ghost Ogre.
Yeah.
Twin Twister is not a good draw. He doesn't have any cards to discard at the moment.
We're in a super basic game state right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Both players have kind of taken a little nibble at their life points,
Mhm.
and then that's it, basically.
No, no.
But yeah, Sören doesn't have any monsters at the moment. So supposedly that Matteo is gonna play around Entrops, so at least making Dryden or attacking before using any effects, he will be able to, or like Chakanine even. Then the game state is quite open. Let's see. The only one he doesn't have to make is Broad Bull. Everything else is fine at this point.
Zoo.
And it would be in a really good position. Yeah.
What it do? Which is make rank 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is pretty much what it do.
They don't think it be what it is,
But it
but
do.
it do.
Is there anything interesting in either of these side decks, Marcello?
Let me take a look.
Gozen match. I've not seen that in a while.
Yeah, Gozen match. It's quite interesting. I've seen a few also at the World Championship, but they're mostly for other decks, not for Zoo, of course, because they all are Earth. Wow, and he actually makes the Broad Bull, which was, as I said, the only one he shouldn't have made. And that's, I guess, super good for Sören. Yeah, combo doesn't matter. So, quite unfortunate for Matteo in this situation. But yeah, I was saying Gozen match is mostly for Dinosaur, and you can cite it in the True Draco matchup. Is not one of the best cards, but it can actually work quite well because they have all different attributes.
And just looking at the Twitch chat, just noticed the comment. Remember when people were asking if Zoog is still playable after Rapier went to 2? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
was.
answer is yes.
Didn't really affect it. Didn't slow it down too much.
Not at all.
No. And then Link format came in, and everyone was like, "Is that going to slow it down?" No. Mrs. Radiant,
Yeah.
Chakanine.
Yeah.
Ash Blossom is gonna stop that.
Very resilient deck. I'm sure there are ways, though.
Yeah, I mean, we can take some examples from our friends in the OCG.
Wow.
I'm not afraid to talk about the elephant in the room. It's just a big scary elephant. It's got a
Yeah.
hammer that says ban on it.
Okay, yeah, he does dash the combo. So now Matteo is quite punished. I didn't get what he drew. Did he? Let me check. Did he draw another ash?
I think so.
Because that would have been a great punish if Matteo just played it around Ogre last turn.
Yeah, I think he just drew another ash.
Yeah, looks like it.
So, back when we were in Necros format,
Yeah.
we called Necros the big blue shark that was riding an elephant in the room.
Yeah.
What do we call Zoo?
I don't know. There's too much choice because there's like so many different animals that you could go with to
That's
make funny memes from.
I mean, I guess you can't just say, let's talk about the zoo in the room, because
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. The mutated rat in the room, apparently. That's a good one.
that's a set Raigeki there on Sören's side.
Yeah. Yeah, it was another ash. So shame for that Matteo couldn't think about Ogre. Now he's looking really good for Sören. Matteo already used this Raigeki and he doesn't have an out to Dragon at the moment.
Everyone's coming up with names right now.
Excellent. I like what I've started.
Yeah. Let's take a look at our poll.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what these.
We have a poll, by the way.
Yes. Let's see. Ooh, I have to vote first.
Who you
Should
gonna
I
vote for?
I
I mean, it's pretty even at the moment, isn't it?
Not really,
I mean, they kind of
Sören is winning this game.
Okay,
quite
Sören.
significantly.
There we go.
Okay,
Ooh,
Matteo.
14 to 8.
Matteo is 64% of the votes. Don't forget to go and vote.
Gonna post it in chat.
It's your patriotic duty. It's your patriotic Yugi. Just being ignored.
So we see Trident.
Yeah, and now Matteo needs to draw any out really. Like enemy controller, my body has a shield, all this card would actually help him a lot.
Yeah.
But let's see. He has the Twin Twister, we know. We didn't quite get what is in his hand. Looks like a monster, I think. Yeah, Thunderblade. Okay, that's okay. He needs to draw, as I said, any out to Dryden, really. He plays quite a few. Let's see what that is. Forbidden Chalice. That does it.
Yeah.
But it's not like.
It's not the best one.
Yeah,
It's not like my
definitely
body, for example.
Definitely not the best one. Enemy would have probably been closer to like the best, but the thing is, still, Sonar has many more cards. Like he has the Raigeki face down, which is relevant. The Ashinan, he's gonna draw one more card and one more card for turn. So still looking tough, but at least he has a chance to come back now.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see what he draws. Barrage, wow. Also a good card for next turn. Starblade summon. He will use the Chalice on the Trident, or yeah, he's also running really low on XYZs.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Zoo and Draco
Yeah.
were completely not viable anymore, what
Mhm.
would you be playing?
I mean, before this event, I would have probably answered like Dinosaur,
Hmm?
but I have to say I was impressed by the new decks as well. So once I go back, I'm definitely trying more of War Chalice and Trickstar. I wanna really figure it out because I saw also different deck building style,
Yeah.
and I enjoy quite a lot like building decks. So I'll definitely try those. But yeah, I say Dinosaur is surely a really good deck.
Mhm.
And yeah, there are a few other examples, but yeah, Dinosaur is on top of my head at the moment.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Luke?
I really like Trickstars.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Trickstars are really cool. Yeah, that's all that has to be said. I think I really like Trickstars. Obviously, you know, there's other decks that I am currently liking.
I would probably either go with Trickstars or go back to Paleo.
Yeah, I super went off Paleo when I
Yeah, we need the new Starboy card, as I was saying.
Well, I don't know what it's
Star Lord, I think. Yeah,
Star Lord, as it was called.
yeah. It's I mean the Missus Radiant for Water Monsters, really. That's what we
Yeah.
can call it.
Yeah, the Starboy lookalike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a monocle and a top hat. It looks really cool, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. That's kind of necessary before.
It is, but still, I'm really doubting it's gonna be that great even with it, because you still have to use like Zoodiac is able to just spam multiple Earth monsters. For
Yeah.
Paleo, it's a little bit more complicated. So
Yeah, easily.
yeah,
You used to struggle to have just enough to make Obabina plus a
yeah,
Toad.
and now you would need 2 extra
Yeah.
materials, which is really tough.
Yeah, that's like 150% more monsters, which is
It's
quite
true.
a lot.
Okay, Ash is gonna go down. What is he doing?
Playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Did he destroy his own Ram? Because something he could have done is just attack the Ram into the Trident. Because
Mhm.
right now, thanks to
Mm.
Chalice, it is 400 attack. So they would
Yeah, yeah.
crash with each other and just bring back something else from grave.
Yeah, there seems to be some kind of confusion between the players.
Yeah. For example, a really good play could have been like bring back the Whiptail after you crash, attack the Rat, equip it to the Trident, and you just banish the Ram as well. So you essentially clear the whole board.
I think there's a disagreement as to what the
Yeah.
targets are.
Okay, he does destroy his own Ram, but as I said, that was kind of unnecessary, because he could have done the same by crashing in the battle phase and playing around Whiptail as well, because yeah, that would have been better. Because now he's gonna leave one of the shoe monsters out, while they could have basically cleared the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's still quite tough, because even if he did my play, then he's left with the Barrage and with Regeki, so
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sonar is ahead anyway, but still, you
Yeah.
do your best. So
Yeah, Sören is really kind of got everything that is necessary here.
yeah, now he doesn't even need the Regeki. So
Yeah.
he drew into tanky even. So wow. Yeah,
Yeah, calls it
Yeah.
a day.
Matteo just calls it a
Calls it a day
day.
there. Wants to just go straight to game 2, get his side deck ready.
Yeah, I agree on it. I mean, might as well. So looking at the side decks, let's see what's going on. Matteo is well equipped for the mirror matches. He doesn't play, at least in the main deck, Dimensional Barrier, which is not the popular choice this weekend. Like a lot of players are actually just maining 3. But he has them in the side deck along with the Floodgate Trappos we saw a lot of this weekend. While his opponent is playing, yeah, just a lot of removals. He has 3 copies of Enemy Controller and Mind Control. So he wants
Wow.
to steal a lot of monsters from his opponent.
Yeah, that is something we haven't seen, is mind control.
Yeah, essentially it works like a fourth enemy controller, let's say. It's slightly worse, in my opinion, but it still does the job, because
Yeah.
if you use it on Trident, you force the distraction, so it's like you actually fissure or smashing ground the Trident away.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen on that, you can also do it on missus. That's quite relevant. You might be able to
Yeah.
take the missus and then summon your own missus with another monster and their missus. So
Yeah.
also, if you take away monsters from the extra deck zone, it's relevant that they go to your main monster zone. So that's something to consider.
It's very appropriate for side decking this one, isn't it? Dum, 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 dum.
How long was that game? How much time do we have left?
That's a good question.
So
Let's find out.
Have a quick look.
Felt like it went on for a long time.
Yeah, actually longer than, I don't know, might be also that Zoodiac's mirror matches are like few turns, but they look a lot longer. Let's see.
There's
for our
1 minute
poll-
left on the main event.
How much? 1 minute?
Left on the main event.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
12 minutes for us.
Okay, yeah, 12 minutes are still a reasonable amount of time. The poll is completely changed, right?
Has it? Let's find out.
Yeah, Sören is ahead.
He's now ahead, yeah.
But it's only by 57%.
Yeah, but I mean, quite a big difference.
Still a majority, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
not a
'cause-
lot of people in it.
Because Matteo was ahead before. Okay, let's take a look at these hands. Sören has to be careful, because let's remember, if you go into time before game 3 and you're 1-1, you are actually forced to re-roll the dice to decide who goes first game 3.
Yeah.
And that's quite important in the Zoodiac mirror match. So you might just pick up your cards when there are at least 3 minutes remaining if you are not winning that game, but it's a matter of decision. It's quite an important one. So Sören isn't the best, while Matteo end is actually amazing. He has all the tools to stop his opponent. Warning barrier, my body has a shield. Yeah, that's a phenomenal end. I would have liked him to just go for the broad buff first, to play around Maxi a little more, but I guess this does it, and he's gonna be able to end with a quite impressive field and protection from Regeki. Yeah, he has a really good end.
So I've seen the same combo we've seen a few times.
Yeah. Just the variation, because usually you see Trident in the main monster zone. This time we're gonna see it in the extra deck zone. Not something we've seen a lot this weekend. Okay, gonna set 3 and just pass it back. The best draw would probably be Twin Twisters here. Let's see if I can pick it up. He draws Maxi. Oh, a little too late.
Nah. What a shame.
Always a bad feeling when you have it as a 6 card.
So can I take that turn back? Can I take your turn back?
Yeah.
I want to play Maxi now. Please let me draw cards.
Okay, he's gonna try and draw more cards, but we know that the Solemn Warning is there, so Matteo might just choose to cut him off completely. Let's see what he decides to do. Yeah, he does, and I agree with that. I mean,
Yeah.
adding it with Tanky is quite a tell of having a lot of Zua in his hand. And he's now left with the Shuffle Reborn, but we know that Dryden is here, so he doesn't have much. He might still do it, because otherwise you know you have lost the game, and you're still able to shuffle back the Tanky with Shuffle Reborn for an extra draw. But yeah, desperate time, desperate measures, I guess. So let's see what he decides to do. No, looks like he just wants to bluff a little more and plays back to Matteo. Okay. Maxi in the draw phase.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess you might as well do it. You'd rather have your opponent pass this turn because you have one out to Trident and you don't want to be dealing with double Trident at this point.
No, definitely not.
That would suck.
But the reason why you usually put Trident in the main monster zone is this kind of situations, because now Matteo has to do multiple special summons to make double Trident, while if he did the other way around, you could just put Trident on top and just give him a draw. So that's why most people do it, and I think it is the correct way to actually play around Link summoning. It's gonna pass it back. Twin Twister is still quite good, even though there is a barrier. Let's see. No, it does draw another monster, so quite unfortunate draws for now. Yeah. But he's gonna try its best and probably, let's see, will be shut down by Dimensional Barrier later on this turn. Usually go for Dryden here. Let's see.
Does the ultimate 10k give 200 attack points? Is that how that works?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. And that's why people want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing special here. He's gonna use Shuffle Reborn, but Dimensional Barrier is gonna say no. Okay. You can just wait for the XYZ so he's not able to attack over the Trident.
Yeah.
But there is also a good part about using it now. The Shuffle Reborn will have to banish it in the end phase. So it's doesn't change much. Just a matter of decisions, I guess.
Yeah. We've seen so much Shuffle Reborn.
Yeah, it's definitely become quite popular after the European Championship. Barrier is flipped. He can now attack over one of those or just crash into the Trident. Let's see what he decides to do.
Do you think that Shuffle Reborn's going to continue to see play?
Just concedes. You mean in the near future, or?
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on whether we will get a new Forbidden Unlimited list, I guess. Because for now, I think it's quite good in the mirror match. I mean, it's also quite good against the popular Floodgate Trapple. Because if they don't use it right away, then you can just Shuffle Reborn and shuffle back the face down monster to unlock your zone.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite a good card. Now the side decks are gonna be changed a little bit, and Sören doesn't actually have much for going first, so he's just gonna swap back to what he had game one essentially.
Five minutes left going into game 3.
Okay. Okay, seems like Matteo is done. The mirror match is changed quite a bit when you're close to time, because of course life points become quite a resource, and Borbo on top of them all is actually quite relevant because of his direct attack effect. But yeah, it all depends on the pace that we will play. Okay, he shouldn't do this, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can see he has a heavy storm duster, which is a really good card because you can use it in the mirror match in the opponent end phase and prevent the dimensional barrier for the next turn. That's super relevant.
It's got the same cow in it from Heavy
Yeah,
Storm.
the cow. That we actually called it the cow in Italian. So La mucca.
Sorry, how do you say cow in Italian?
La mucca.
La
Mucca.
mucca.
Mucca is cow.
It's basically moo cow.
Moo cow. Yeah. Kind of, I guess. Moo is
So
actually-
the Italian
it's
for cow
actually-
is moo cow.
Mucca. Yeah, that's true. I never thought about it, yeah. Okay, so Sören draws the combo for the first time, but that's also because he's playing 2 copies of it, something that you don't see every day. But I appreciate it. I think it's one of the best cards in the mirror match when you have those long grind games. Let's see the hands. Okay, they both have good hands. I think Matteo is slightly favorite because right now he has multiple responses. So he has the enemy controller for the Trident and the Shuffle Reborn for the Solemn Strike. But we see that Ghost Ogre is also there. So it's going to be quite an interesting game. Definitely not obvious at all.
Now, as we are the last table, I wonder if we could find out who else is
In top 4?
in top
Yeah,
four.
I actually requested all of the deck lists, so we might be able to see those.
Here he comes.
Yeah. We're getting the deck lists.
Is this just who's remaining in the top 4? Top
Ah,
16.
okay.
Okay, we've got the top 16.
Okay, well, we can take a look at those afterwards.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, regular combo. And yeah, the Ghost Ogre is quite important. Let's see how this goes through, because he draws Barrage. Oh wow, that's a huge pickup. Because now he has even further Layer Summon, and that's huge, because now enemy takes the Trident away, Shuffle Reborn and deal with Strike, and you still have the Barrage, even if you Ghost Ogre, so he actually needed that, or like any removal like Twin Twister in my body, and he has an incredible end, so
So Matteo really making a comeback here.
yeah. It's actually making a huge comeback here. Let's see if he wants to strike this, or just use Trident. Or Ghost Ogre even, yeah, he has plenty of options, but yeah, he's gonna use the Ghost Trident, looks like. So we're gonna see the enemy controller most likely.
First time, actually.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the card, I love it.
Yeah, I love Enemy Controller. I'm
Yeah.
playing it a lot on Duel
Yeah.
Links. It's fantastic in Duel Links.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's really rare.
So in this scenario, you usually want to take away the Ram. Oh, and time is cold.
Time.
Ram is better because, I mean, just
If you
better.
can diffuse the situation of Ram.
Exactly, and he does get the Ram. So well played for Matteo. And let's see what he draws discarding combo. He will get Soul Charge.
Charge.
Yeah, not the best
Not
one.
great, just as time's been called.
No.
Yeah, but I mean,
Never really want to invest in that.
it's not that bad.
Just a quick
So-
reminder, only 3 turns in time whilst we're in Top Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, what could happen is, yeah, he uses any Zeus and he gets striked, and then he has to Shuffle Reborn as well, and the Barrage. So as I said, Matteo end is just unbelievably strong. Just gonna see how he wants to play it out and which Zoodiac gets strike. This is actually quite relevant at the moment.
At least he was able to take away his opponent's
Ram. Yeah.
Ram.
Like the only one he doesn't have to summon is a Trident. That would be really bad for him, but like any other zoo would be pretty okay at the moment.
Is there any reason why he didn't just like, attack position, Rodwell here, and then just attack into the Trident?
No, because he knows
he knows he's got Whiptail.
Whiptail is there.
Okay.
Okay, so now strike. And the Shuffle Reborn is just gonna be huge here.
Yeah.
And if this is a very similar situation from game 1, where Matteo could have played around Ghost Over, but he didn't. This time, if he still doesn't play around that, he still has the Barrage, and he also has the Shuffle Reborn for the tanky, which is, I think, Matteo is highly favored at the moment. Do you want to check the poll?
Yeah, let's have a look.
If it's changed at all.
There's been more votes, but it's not changed. 60%
Okay.
for Sören right now.
Didn't you already use Broad Ball?
I don't know.
Yeah, it got striked, right?
Yeah. So he's not able to summon the second copy.
Just a bit quick off the mark there.
He's not wrong though. I think we are
He's not wrong.
kind of close to the ending, but not quite yet. So yeah, there is a bit of confusion about Solemns because the Zeus says that he can only summon one. So if they strike, sometimes I saw a lot of people asking, does it happen? But it does not. So you can only summon one Zoo no matter what happens. That's how it was ruled for months.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're just explaining it to Matteo now. It's fine. He still has access to Dryden, Chaganine, whatever he wants to do. Let's see. The best way to approach this would probably just go Dryden now and attack. Then if your opponent uses the Whiptail, you just get rid of it. But he's choosing to actually go for a Barrage. And chances are he's gonna be met by a Ghost Ogre. Let's see. Sören decides to keep it. No, he's thinking about it, yeah. Yeah, it looks tough.
Both of these players seem to be like kind of struggling through it. They both have just enough resources to keep on ticking over. We've not really got to a super simple game state yet. They're both kind of ticking over with these resources.
This is still a grind game at its finest, so... Yeah, he does Ghost Ogre it. He's gonna be able to use it as an XYZ material under the Borbo. Let's see if he does it. Seems like he's forgetting about it, but yeah, he does not remember, but doesn't quite matter. And now we know that Sören is completely out of responses. He had quite a few, to be honest. Like he had Ghost Ogre, Dryden, and Strike, and it's quite rare that that's not enough to win the game. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, now he's just free to do whatever he wants. He can do that. Put back material, then Dryden, battle phase, and yeah. Something, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's what he does. Okay. And now the Kong is quite relevant for next turn as well. It's cutting off some draws for Sören. Like Pianissimo he plays or Chalice. I'm not sure he would keep them going first. Usually you don't, but
yeah,
still a possibility.
It seems that Matteo actually forgot Barrage's effect.
Yeah, I know. That I said it before. Yeah. Okay. That's gone. You can chain combo to get a draw. I think he has enough Zoodiac in the grave, and yeah, you might as well do it, because right now you don't have an answer to this field.
Mm.
So yeah, he has to chain the combo here, and accept that he's going to take 1700 damage,
Yeah.
which is quite huge, along with the strike he already paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to chain it. Because, yeah, but the Kong is actually summoned. Yeah, I was about to say that, but because the Kong is summoned by Chaganine, so
yeah.
it doesn't have
It's
its
negated
effect.
currently,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we see that there actually are copies of Forbidden Chalice in his deck. So the Kong is indeed quite relevant for next turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has 2 draws. He has to get something. Let's see.
Yeah.
You're actually on
Some
turn
bo-
1 of time,
Board wipe or anything.
I believe.
Yeah, I doubt they have board wipes going first though. But let's see, it might surprise me. So 1700 damage. That's a total of 4800 left. And let's see. He has 2 more turns to deal with it. Is Matteo gonna shuffle back a card? Doesn't look like he wants to do it. I would definitely do it. With Shuffle Reborn, I mean.
That is a
Ash Blossom doesn't
Yeah.
help at all.
Nope, that's as good as nothing right now.
Yeah, you should have definitely shuffled back Soul Charge maybe, or Tanky. Like Tanky doesn't matter. And you get a draw. If you get a trap there, you're probably winning the game.
Yeah.
You don't really care about banishing Soul Charge in the end phase, like...
Yeah, you're not going to pay for soul charge in
Yeah.
time at this point anyway. This is-
Okay.
he's got 2 more turns left, including this one.
Yeah. So yeah, it just gotta activate combo and see what he gets.
Hope.
Yeah. He has no decisions to do at the moment. Yeah, he does have 5 different names, so yeah, gonna have to do it. There are a few draws that help him here. Even Shuffle Reborn itself would be pretty good. Barrage. And yeah, any My Body or cards like that, even though you don't want to pay extra life points at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's see what he gets. The day of the draw of his life. Let's see.
Yeah. It's going to be all or nothing on this one card. If you need a Heart of the Cards, the moment is now.
Nah,
It's a
another
monster.
monster. Oh, but he still has another draw because it's Terrorblade, so he has 1 more draw.
Okay.
Okay, so Matteo has to chain it to the Terrorblade, so you actually play around Chalice and Enemy Controller, all those kind of cards if you draw them. Should be doing it now, he's not doing it. Nah, that's could be badly punished. Gets Barrage, okay. So he's not done.
See you in business, Marcello. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he can make 1 Trident to then be popped by his opponent's Trident.
Yeah, he can still recover completely now.
Yeah.
So he's now looking favorably well for him, especially because he's gonna be able to play into a Terrorblade and make a Piercing Zoo into the Kong. So the thing is, the Trident here doesn't actually force the Trident, because Kong prevents him from being targeted. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can just make Blood Bull or whatever, even Chaganine, and you just have to decide which one is the less valuable.
Hmm.
I don't think Trident is the one to force though.
Should we check our poll again?
Yeah, let's have a look. Who we think's going to win? Don't think anyone else has voted. It's
Nope, it
still
hasn't changed.
60-40.
Yeah, they're probably just looking at this intense match.
Yeah, everyone's busy focusing on.
Okay. So Brabo is gonna be picked, and now he's able to actually go for a really good play. So he has to. How many targets? I think he has 5. Should use combo now if he can. Let's see. Does he have 5 names engraved, Matteo? Let's check. Brawl Pool,
Probable
Barrage,
or
Borbo,
Bow.
Chaganine, Fairball. He does.
Yes, he does.
So he should definitely use it. He does not. Wow. Wasted a big opportunity of just sealing the game there by drawing an Ash Blossom or a Ghost Ogre. Yeah, I think he's just realizing now that he had 5.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just looked at his graveyard.
Yeah, I think he just realized because sometimes you just miss Barrage because he's not a monster, but combo says Zoodiac cards, so that you're able to do that, of course. So the options, he has quite a few. As I said, the most obvious one to me is just summon a piercing Zoo, so attack over Kong. It doesn't really matter. You can attack over Dragon
Either
now.
of them, yeah.
But it also 16. Yeah, I think I like it. Also, because you get an extra draw by discarding Whiptail, and if you draw like Dimensional Barrier on any trap, you're feeling quite confident.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Dim Barrier would certainly close this out.
Mm-hmm.
Still has a Whiptail in hand.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra damage.
How much damage does he actually have though? Because he might be able to. I don't think he can win because he cannot
No.
use the Tiger Mortar due to Kong being there. But okay,
Yeah.
he now remember about combo, but oh no. Okay, yeah, Ash Blossom
Ash
and
the
combo.
combo.
Yeah. I thought he was discarding it with Terrorblade
Yeah.
for a moment. Yeah. Okay, let's see what he gets. Ghost Ogre?
No, it looks like another Ash Blossom.
Yeah, it looked like Antrap. I don't know which one though. I thought
Okay.
it was Ash.
No, it's Ghost Ogre. Yeah.
He only showed it for like 50 milliseconds to the judge.
I got it though.
Yeah.
Bullseye. Yeah.
I knew it was a hand trap, I just didn't know which one.
Yeah. Okay, now he's free to do what he wants. He doesn't have a second Trident, so yeah. He's not able to go for the double Trident yet, but
No.
quite a bit of damage at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get back the Ram if he wants, or you can just push for more damage even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ghost Ogre wasn't the worst draw.
No,
For
it was
Sören here.
definitely
No,
on a
definitely
right
not.
draw.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got two
Like
more
Dim Barrier
turns.
would have done it, but
Yeah.
2 more turns after this, so it all could change.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, there are still a couple of draws because Matteo still has the Shuffle Reborn Engrave for an extra draw on Tanky.
yeah.
I mean, maybe Sören would just cut him off from that, but
Yeah. He could play Soul Charge
yes,
with, maybe only summoning like one monster, but
technically he can. But
only summoning like one monster though.
I mean, he has another turn up.
Yeah,
no,
he's-
it does not.
No,
though.
he's got one more turn.
Yeah, so it's not that great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he can't attack and win,
Yeah, I
at
know
the
what
least
you
he
mean.
can try and do
Mhm.
something.
Yeah. But yeah, right now he can probably play it so that if his opponent doesn't have a Whiptail, you just clear both XYZs, and then you also destroy the Tanky, so it actually have to use a real card for getting a draw out of Shuffle.
Hmm.
Looks like that's what he's doing. But he doesn't put Dryden on top, which is...
Does him having a Hammer Kong prevent Whiptail being used?
Yeah.
Does that now mean? No, I mean for both players because they both have Hammer
Yeah,
Kong.
yeah, it does matter.
Yeah. So I think that's why he probably didn't put Dryden on.
Yeah,
top.
I mean, it doesn't matter much. Maybe he wants to put in defense to be just extra safe about it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, they both weren't able to equip it. Now, I guess you can just make Target Mortar now. That's why he did it. Because I forgot he still didn't use the Target Mortar this turn.
Yeah.
So he can actually get it for some extra damage if he wants. He still has like a bunch of Zoodiac in graveyard, so... Yeah, he does go for that. Gonna equip a Whiptail, make a big Trident, destroy the Tanky, and Matteo is in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
He is summoning an attack.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that it's going to make much difference.
2800, it makes sense. Watch Matteo top deck threatening roar out of nowhere. that would be. No, he does not play.
I would be concerned.
Better check, but no.
Like blind obliteration would be even funnier.
Yeah.
Then it would be all on a dice roll.
Did he draw? Another zoo, I think. Yeah. Whiptail. That's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, he
so
didn't
shuffle.
destroy Tanky though. That's what?
Yeah, that seems strange.
Yeah,
He
that
should
was
have
a
done
little
that.
bit of a mistake from Sören. Let's see if he gets punished by it though.
Yeah, that would be pretty disastrous.
Because right now, what the Sören has left? Ghost Ogre. So like even Regeki would be really good here. What's that?
It's a spell card.
My body?
I think it was a tank.
No. Tanky, no. Tanky, that's not good. But you do use the Terror Blade for an extra though. But yeah, that's not quite what you wanted to see.
Yeah, I love how he kind of put the tanky down and waited a bit, as if to say like, please can you use Trident on this? It would be so much more convenient for me.
The Soul Charge is relevant though. I
Yeah,
think, I think
so.
as you were saying, we might see that happen. He could have also chose to go for Ram, but he's not. Okay, he makes the same
What is he
little
draw?
enemy. I think he just got punished the way that we were talking about like last round. You always want to chain Trident to the effect of Ferroblade, just in case they draw any of those out. And he did draw the
Any
enemy,
controller.
so he just got super punished by that.
Yeah. So could we actually see Matteo make a comeback here?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it depends all on how Sören wants to play it out. If he goes for Ogre first, then it's still a little bit unsure, but I think it's... Yeah, if he goes for Chaganine, okay, that's correct play. Yeah, the punish is there, because now he can
Yeah.
use enemy.
This whole thing would have been eliminated if Sören
Yeah,
would
if he
have
just
hit
chained the Trident.
or if he just hit the tanky, so he couldn't have shuffle rebond.
That too, but... Like, even more if he would have chained into the Thoroughblade. That's like basic line of play, because there are so many cards that punish you there. Enemy Controller, Forbidden Chalice, Pianissimo,
Yeah.
whatever. Like
Basically,
every card. My body has a shield. Like, there are a ton of those cards.
Yeah.
He's not even doing anything at this point.
Yeah, to be honest, this game has lasted quite a while. Both of
Yeah.
these guys are probably pretty tired at this point.
Yeah. It's a long game. Okay, so Tiger Mortar. I have to say that Matteo has gone through a lot of his extra deck right now.
Yeah. Well, he's only got... This is his last turn, in fact, so...
Yeah,
You can use what he's got now.
He's equipping Chakanine to Conk. He does. I mean, does he have any relevant XYZ? I think he should. So it shouldn't be too difficult to bait this Trident. And if he does bait the Trident, the game is virtually over, because then you just attack over the Ram for a huge amount of damage. So
Yeah.
it is all on Sören, and yeah, it's pretty
These
close at this point.
4 turns are taking a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, up until this past kind of turn, I think they've been playing at an okay pace, but...
Yeah. But usually, okay, so he goes for Bravo. The pace for Zoo is usually this, so it's like you take 40 minutes to finish the match usually, but if you count the turns, they're usually like 4 turns per match, per game. So
Yeah.
like, that was my experience at the European Championship too, and I like all the Zoodiac format. It doesn't take that much. Like, there are a few games that go like actual grind, but
Yeah.
you have these huge turns.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still not using the Trident or the Ghost Ogre.
We could still see Matteo not do this correctly, right? It's not like it's completely over.
No, it's not. He can do it still. Like, doesn't take much actually. He goes for the Trident. Uses effect on his opponent Trident.
I think he's then going to chain the Trident, then enemy controller's going to come.
You can also chain the Ogre if he wants, and then
Either
chain
one.
the Trident. So
Ghost Ogre would fix it, right?
yeah, but then you enemy controller the Ram, and it still hurts. But I don't know. I'm not sure he has any more XYZs. I don't think he does, like any available XYZ this turn. So
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about the play that he did with the Kong. I don't think the Tiger Mortar was any useful at that point. You should have just kept it in his extra deck, because it's not like the Kong is doing anything right now, because its effects negated. So if he
Yeah.
kept the Tiger Mortar, would be like a world of difference. But
Yeah.
okay, let's see what's going to happen. Dwarven is chained, and we should see. I'm not sure. I mean, he has to decide what he wants to do, because now if he doesn't have any more XYZs, one option is actually chaining enemy here, and you just go for misses with Ram Ram and Kong, which sounds pretty good to me. I think I'd surely do that.
Yeah.
And by the looks of it, I mean, you can keep enemy as a trap. I wouldn't hate that, but you still push a lot of damage if you do it the other way around. So
Yeah.
it's a matter of decision. It's not obvious at all. I wouldn't blame him. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think that's actually a good choice, just to set the enemy controller and then take away your opponent's strongest monster.
Exactly. The thing is, if you would have played it the other way around with like keeping Tiger Mortar, then the enemy controller would have made a lot of sense. Cause
Yeah, it would have been aggressive rather than being defensive.
The thing is, I think the goal of the turn was to actually steal the Trident, not to steal the Ram Ram.
Yeah, agreed.
So I wouldn't have destroyed it with the Trident in the first place, because you want to steal it. So
Yeah.
because it's such a big deal if you do. It was 2800 damage.
Yeah.
Right now, I think you might as well just play it defensively.
Yeah. I don't think Matteo predicted the Ghost Ogre though. He was thinking
No, not at all.
if he plays the Trident and not Ghost Ogres, then
Yeah.
there was a whole different ball game there, because he could have then enemy controlled, took his opponent's Trident and just
Definitely.
attacked.
Now he's just thinking if it is worth it to soul charge here.
Yeah.
Might as well be, because if you get back a Trident, then you have Whiptail. I think I would do it, and he
Yeah.
does. So yeah, this game could be just won by 300 life points. Let's see. So gets back to Trident. He has to equip the Whiptail, because we know in the end phase he still has to banish something. He does, and he should equip the second one as well at this point, because otherwise he's just gonna lose it for free. He does, so well played. And okay, let's see if Sören draws anything to actually make a comeback. The best one that I could think of is Dark Hole.
Right, we have who went through to the top 4 so far. We've got Joshua Schmidt, who will be playing the winner of this match. We've got Andreas Vrelos, who is going to be playing Jonas Sören, which means that Temis is out, Lorenzo is out,
Wow.
and Armando Giuseppe is also out.
Okay. So Joshua is still in. As I said, the theory still works, and
Is that mind control?
I think Chalice, maybe? I think it's Chalice, yeah.
Chalice. Okay.
Which doesn't do anything at the
It
moment.
looked shiny. I was like, is that a mind control? That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think this is actually game over, because the Chalice is not doing much thanks to the Ember Kong,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have a second summon. Yeah, he does not. So, not the most efficient way, but somehow Matteo has managed to take this game, most likely. So
Yeah.
let's say,
I can't see any plays from here.
yeah, there's. I think he's just realizing it, but
Yeah, well, obviously he doesn't know it's an enemy control at this point, so in his mind he could still happily...
no, but he doesn't need it though. At this point, there is no way you deal damage even without.
Yeah, he's got
the
2
enemy
monsters and he
controller.
can only get rid of one.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need the enemy controller even.
And then he has to deal damage, which he can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if he makes Trident now, he can only destroy the Kong. Then the Trident is gonna be
Can't
used. You can't use Chalice.
Yeah.
And You
Yeah.
don't have anything
Ghost
else.
Ogre's got 0 attack.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think our judge just having a word here about the amount of time being taken.
Yeah.
any moment now, he should be extending a hand,
He will.
but he's going to play it through.
Yeah, well,
I mean, might as well, but I don't see how it does not
yeah,
happen.
there's nothing to be done here. Trident, pop it, and then that's it, right?
Yeah. The only thing he could have tried to do, I think that would have been quite smart, is go Dryden, destroy the Kong. If he doesn't chain the Dryden right away, then you're able to use the Chalice. So you could try, but we know that the enemy is also there, so that...
Yeah, there's multiple layers of protection here.
Yeah, but he's gonna extend the handshake now. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, there's no response here. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Okay, so he has no cards whatsoever.
not at all. Yeah, he's gonna
And there's
extend
the
the
handshake.
handshake.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that in our post-match discussion. Hello. So
That
we're
was
back.
an incredibly long
Yeah.
grind game. We are so much in time now that we should just go to the next round.
Yes, we should. We're gonna be right back with the top 4 guys. We'll see you soon.